Unplug that bat phone and put away the cape. Kick back because we're taking you inside one of the craziest shows on Earth. Superheroes, superstars, and super wackiness. It's all here at Comic-Con. And welcome to Comic-Con, home of your superheroes. Already the largest comic book and pop culture convention here on planet Earth, the con, for the first time in its 38-year history, is a sellout. Hello, I'm Stephen Luke. We're here on the convention floor to give you a look at all this craziness and to give you an exclusive sneak peek at some super hot shows like Heroes.
This is the real fans. You know, you come down to Comic-Con and people have traveled from all over to come and support all their shows and movies that they love. It's a special weekend.
It is fantastic. You know, it's a great celebration of pop culture.
It's really cool. It's really cool and overwhelming in a great way.
I knew that it was going to be something really special, but this is crazy. To come down here like the Beatles is pretty crazy. It's great.
And stay tuned for more Heroes pandemonium from Comic-Con. But first, why is a ticket to the con the hottest ticket in town? You're about to see why as we're there when the doors open.
I can't wait! Oh, it's so awesome.
This year it'll grow, baby!
It's the Superhero Super Bowl, Halloween in July, where the colorful and courageous come in all shapes and sizes. Is this the picture of a Comic-Con family right here? And even in curious combinations. Who comes to Comic-Con?
The fans of everything. Comics, movies, pop culture.
As Ken the Elvis Trooper will tell you, Comic-Con started 38 years ago inside a hotel basement, a gathering for comic book fans. Now it's the largest event of its kind, 125,000 plus gazing in wonder, filling this 1 million square foot convention center to capacity. Where else can you find anime collections next to 100 Alice models, next to a life-size ship from Pirates of the Caribbean with an interactive display inside?
It used to be just about comics, a small little organization, and now it's just exploded into sci-fi, Star Wars, anything you've seen.
Film and TV executives say Comic-Con is something they can no longer afford to ignore.
Comic-Con for a fantasy-oriented show is like the center of the universe. It's the first drop that goes into the water that starts spreading out into the ripples.
It happened with NBC's hit series Heroes. The internet buzz began soon after the debut screening here in 2006.
And from that screening, 60 websites formed just on Heroes that started at Comic-Con.
No wonder Hollywood is choosing Comic-Con as its platform to unveil new details about new fall shows and new movies.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zachary Quinto is spotted.
But it's not just the arts that are cutting edge.
Basically, Comic-Con's like all the new technology that's coming out next year and all the new video games and everything that's cool,
There's a lot of cool dorks.
Okay, so it's true, Comic-Con is known for catering to one of the most dense collection of dorks in the country.
We got this handmade control button, it really works here.
Basically, Comic-Con was branded, it was Nerd Central, and I think it still is. But now since you have all these movies and stuff showing up here, more and more people are wanting to come here.
To join the inner geek circle, where the future of pop culture is already on display.
The average Comic-Con attendee knows about the latest cell phone before it comes out, the latest computer gadget, the latest movie, television show, things of that nature.
Cultish, crazy Comic-Con. Sensory overload at its finest. And talk about overload. Comic-Con is not only home to some of your favorite superheroes, but the home to a lot of your favorite superstars. We're seeing and talking to as many as we can, but trust me when I say there's so many, we lost count. Hollywood's red carpet glam rolled into San Diego for Comic-Con. Imagine this. In one room, Robert Downey Jr. and Gwyneth Paltrow talk about Iron Man. Liv Tyler and Ed Norton promote Incredible Hulk. In another, it's Nicolas Cage talking comics with his son. In another, the Heroes stars. More on them in a moment. Downstairs, you never know who you'll run into.
I saw both Steve Carell and Masaoka from Heroes like an hour ago.
But there is the cast from NBC's new fall show Chuck signing autographs. If you went to the con, most likely you saw stars, lots of them, like Tricia Helfer and Mary McDonnell from Battlestar Galactica, Sci-Fi's Eric Johnson and Gina Holden from Flash Gordon.
You're excited, we're excited, you're excited, right?
I can tell you're excited.
Colin Ferguson from Eureka.
Yeah, place nuts.
And those are just some of the ones we saw along the way. You won't believe who our digital correspondents found as they took in the sights. Kevin Bacon, Garrett Hedlund, James Wan, David Arquette, Steve Carell, The Rock, Kate Beckinsale, Paul Rubens, Laurie Holden, and Marcia Gay Harden, and the Hulk himself, Lou Ferrigno. Wow, stargazing at Comic-Con doesn't get much better than this.
That's what I'm talking about!
And Hollywood's newest star, could it be Chuck? He's an everyday nerd who becomes a superhero of sorts, and we took in a special preview of this new fall show right here at Comic-Con.
Hey, watch, here he comes. Here comes Chuck right now. Get over here. No hair and makeup for you.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about how you actually
good looking you are?
No, we're talking about how actually
Good, 'cause I'm not good at that
you
topic.
have no superpowers in the show.
I don't.
We're trying to figure out why you're worthy of the lead up to Heroes, and we're saying your strength is your character and you're fundamentally a good guy. And when you drill down in that moment and tell Sarah and Casey, you know what, you leave my family out of that. That's where your inner hero rises and you make it all happen. Good job.
Why did I come over to? You just said it all. That's it.
Yes, that's right. Starting this fall, Chuck
Chuck's got a date.
airs Monday nights before Heroes.
Way to go, Chuck. That's awesome.
And while Chuck may not have extraordinary superpowers, he does hold the government's most explosive secrets in his head, making him everyone's favorite target.
Stop the presses. Who is that? Vicky Vale, Vicky Vale, Vicky Vale, Vicky Vale.
I just moved here. I was wondering if you would show me around.
Ha!
If you're free.
Oh, he's free.
Chuck makes dork the new cool. He's an everyday nerd who definitely appeals to the crowd at the con.
Are you in a costume?
No, I work for the Nerd Herd.
Nerd Herd? That is so cute. What do you really want to do?
Working on my 5-year plan, just need to choose a font.
What do you guys think about Comic-Con at all? Have you been
We
down
literally just walked through a door like 2 seconds ago, but so far I'm stoked. I saw a Rebel Trooper outside, and all I could think of was like, Rebel Base, this is Rogue 2. I found them. Repeat, I found them. And then like Tauntaun's running out, you know, and Harrison Ford's flagging down the snow speeder. That's what I'm thinking.
This is a show that is completely unique. There's nothing else like this on television because it's got, you know, a huge action component and a huge comedy component. So, and it's very charming.
You see, Chuck is just a simple guy, a guy who never gets any action, and now he has more than he can handle.
Come on, Chuck, do something!
That scene from the pilot, obviously a favorite of show producers. And they aren't afraid to show it over and over again.
Chuck, ladies and gentlemen, Monday nights on NBC.
And the crowd at the con loves it too.
Thank you very much. Don't forget
Doesn't hurt that Zach Levi had already charmed them with tales of his real-life video game injuries.
And I got 14 stitches and the scars to prove it, if you can see it right there.
Coming up, more hero stars reveal their superhero secrets, and superhero women, why are they hotter than ever before? Plus, what happens when Frankie goes to Comic-Con?
Do you always dress like this?
That's all coming up next.
And welcome back to Comic-Con, home of your superheroes. What happens when we take the nice guy who answers our phones to the most outrageous comic book convention in the world? He's receptionist turned reporter. Here's Frankie Goes to Comic-Con.
Hi, I'm Frankie, and this is Frankie Goes to Comic-Con. And let's go find some people to interview. Excuse me, sir. Wait, are you dressed up as Superman?
No.
Well, Batman?
Robin.
Robin. Oh, so close. So who are you dressed up as?
I'm Bash the Stampede.
Well, you look kind of mean.
I look kind of mean? Oh, I'm sorry.
So what's up with your eyes? They're kind of freaking me out a little. Freaky. Excuse me, sir. Are you dressed up as Superman?
It's Crypto the Super Dog.
Crypto. Oh, I was so close. That's just really creepy. Are you having an equipment malfunction? Hi.
Hello.
So who are you dressed up as?
I'm dressed as Lily Sherbet from Galaxy Angel 2.
So if I was dressed as Superman, would you go out with me?
Superman, no, he wears underwear on the outside of his pants, but if you were Batman and you had the utility belt, I'd be on that in a second.
Sweet. There's just something about these Chucky dolls that makes me really uncomfortable. Excuse me, sir? Yes, money. So we finally found Superman, and now let's ask him some questions. So why is the S so big?
You don't really want to know.
Now this is reporting. Wow, some droids from Star Wars. Let's go interview them. So how was it working with Mark Hamill? How about Harrison Ford? You're a tough interview. Excuse me, ma'am. Like, are you? I can't. Well, it was fun showing you Comic-Con for today, but me and my 2 new friends are gonna go check out some booths.
Coming up next, the superstars behind some of TV's superhero women. And we'll meet this comic book icon and ask the question,
who's your favorite superhero?
And coming up, what happens when all of the hero stars return to Comic-Con? It's all coming up next.
And welcome back to Comic-Con, home of your superheroes. You've heard it said before, it's a woman's world, and nowhere is that more true than in the present world of comics. The latest example, a brand new NBC TV series featuring a familiar female character.
A classic reborn.
So what does that tell you? And you need to listen to me. Listen to me, Jamie.
Better, stronger, and faster.
Both your legs and your arm had to be replaced.
The Bionic Woman, premiering this fall. Her normal life is over. Her life as a superhero just beginning. Playing a kick-butt kind of female lead seems to come naturally to Michelle Ryan.
I have to admit, I think I'm quite similar to Jamie, so I think I'm probably putting a lot of myself in there, and it's very much, you know, a young woman's journey of self-discovery, and every young woman can identify with that. That's what I identify with when I picked up the script for the first time.
Oh, that was very good. That was very good.
And this old classic has a new twist. A bionic girl gone bad.
Who are you? I'm Sarah Corbett, the first bionic woman. Ta-da.
Katie Sackhoff plays the bionic she-devil.
You know, I've always said that if a woman can do it better, by all means, let her.
She also does double duty as Starbuck on Sci-Fi's Battlestar Galactica.
It's interesting to see a woman be strong and a woman stand up to men and society and just have that strength.
And life does imitate art. Playing superheroes has changed these superwomen's lives.
You're gonna have to do a little better than that.
I'm a little bit more feisty now.
I actually feel stronger, and I feel like, okay, if someone pointed a gun on me, I'd know how to handle it, you know.
How am I doing now?
Not bad at all.
From the Bionic Woman to Batman, comics have given us some of our favorite Halloween costumes over the years, but even if you've never played the part, chances are you've at least dreamed of having a superpower, stopping time in the middle of a busy workday, or perhaps becoming invisible. It's that inner yearning to be more than just an average Joe that inspires comic book icon Stan Lee, and why he's asking the question, who wants to be a superhero?
There's no other name in comics bigger than his. 85-year-old Stan Lee, co-creator of Spider-Man, the Hulk, and X-Men. Now marveling at his latest creation, a superhero reality show.
Well, I think the thing that sets So You Want to Be a Superhero on the Sci-Fi Channel apart is the fact that there's no other show like it. It's pleasant. It's enjoyable. I think it's a real family show, and it emphasizes cooperation and doing the right thing, and I think it's the kind of show that's good for a time like this.
Entering its second season, Who Wants to Be a Superhero premiered at Comic-Con. Ordinary people with their own creative costumes facing off until only one is left. The winner gets their character immortalized in a comic book created by Lee himself. Leading the fan club, Season 1 winner, Feedback.
This felt like I had actually died, and my brain was making up my fantasy of what my heaven would be like right before it stopped functioning.
And out they go, and we'll be protected once again.
A superhero in his own right, Lee is a Comic-Con veteran. And the one question everyone asks, well, I had to as well.
All right, I realize this may be like asking a parent to pick their favorite kid, but who's your favorite superhero?
It really is like that. I honestly don't have a favorite. I love them all. If I happen to read or look at an X-Men book or a movie, that's my favorite. Then I see Spider-Man. Oh man, he's my favorite. And I see the Silver Surfer. Well, that's certainly my favorite. I love them all.
From superheroes to superstars, NBC's hit series Heroes debuted here at Comic-Con last year. 8 Emmy nominations and countless other accolades later, Heroes returns to a hero's welcome.
Absolute pandemonium. The return of Heroes to Comic-Con was a love fest.
It's insane. I mean, we came here sort of, hat in hand and hoping that our little show was going to be something that was, worthy of people's attention. And this group was the group that started it all.
I've covered some pretty big stories, but never have I seen the insane commotion like that caused by the arrival of these stars.
It's so amazing. I mean, it really struck a chord in people, and just to be part of that, I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, so.
If this is the green room, I can only imagine what it's going to be like out there.
And out there, fans waited hours for the ultimate Heroes experience. And they got to see exactly what they wanted, their heroes. HRG, Micah, Matt, Nikki, Ando, Hero, Claire, Nathan, Siler, Mohinder, brand new to the show, Danya Ramirez playing Maya, and Peter. Their heroes shared their favorite experiences.
Being here back at Comic-Con, where we started, and come back to you guys. It's just amazing to see you guys, so peace out.
I think my favorite moment of the end of season 1 would be when I telekinetically shot Greg Grunberg in the chest 4 times from across the plaza, and then got hit in the chest with the parking meter. Good times.
Revealed what they thought was best about being part of the hit TV show.
Working with the cast, crew, writers, and directors of the best show on television.
I can't really add much more to that. I feel exactly the same way.
And being loved by you. Come on!
And suggested the superpowers they wish to possess for season 2.
I tell you what, I'd like to live.
I'd like to kick someone's butt. Instead of somebody killing me, I'd like to kill someone else. It'd be nice.
Fans were also treated to some unscripted moments. Mossy trying to fix the speaker system.
You see, guys, they're not just heroes on television.
And Sendel steals a kiss. Then there was the big news. Comic-Con fave, Clerks writer-director Kevin Smith will write and direct the first episode of Origins, a Heroes spin-off. And back in the press room, I'm trying to get the cast to reveal some more secrets from the second season.
I think people are going to be really surprised with the extremity of the directions that we go in.
Here's the deal. I think that the mission has changed, but I don't think his methodology will change much.
Next season, Parkman gets a lot more involved in the mythology and the story and the history of how this all evolved and how this happened.
We're going to be moving a bit away from the domestic storyline and putting me more into a story filled with intrigue. So, get ready. Lots of changes, lots of surprises.
Guess we'll all just have to stay tuned for more.
Computer emergency.
Don't forget, Chuck on NBC will premiere on Monday, September 24th, followed by the first Heroes of Season 2. And don't miss the all-new Bionic Woman, premiering Wednesday, September 26th.
Bringing out the superhero in all of us. Absolutely unbelievable and out of this world. That's Comic-Con, home of your superheroes. Right here from San Diego, I'm Stephen Luke. Stay tuned for some spectacular new shows this fall, and of course we'll see it right back here at Comic-Con next year.
The fans of everything, comics, movies, pop culture.
just about comics, a small little organization, and now it's just exploded into sci-fi, Star Wars, anything you've seen.
Basically, Comic-Con's like all the new technology that's coming out next year and all the new video games and everything that's cool,
There's a lot of cool dorks.
We got this handmade control button that really works here.
Basically, Comic-Con was branded, it was Nerd Central, and I think it still is. But now since you have all these movies and stuff going up here, more and more people are wanting to come here.
The average Comic-Con attendee knows about the latest cell phone before it comes out, the latest computer gadget, the latest movie, television show, things of that nature.